Welcome, Mr. Dome. The chart you are currently looking at is the new meta in crypto, and this is how you can make money with this new meta. Number one, you do not want to buy these scam pumps. What you instead want to do is to short these scam pumps. So I will lay out the exact playbook, what is causing this scam pump to the upside and what is also causing the price to eventually crash to near zero afterwards. Now, I'm just using this as an example. This is a token called D-Agent AI, and it was launched here in September 2025. And as you can see, there's absolutely no price action here at all. And then suddenly there's a massive spike in price to the upside. At the peak of the price action, the fully diluted valuation of this newly released coin, let's see how high it actually went. $2.5 billion was the market cap, and the fully diluted valuation was actually about 10 times higher than that. So $25 billion for this newly created coin here. Now, in my opinion, the valuation is absolutely bonkers. So what I actually did is I showed it publicly that I'm shorting this right now. AIA is up 700% in one day, and it already scam pumped all the short liquidation levels. Fully diluted valuation was $14 billion when I showed this chart here. And as you can see right now, the price has gone down about 90% from there in a matter of less than a week. So let's talk about what is causing this, and then I will give you the strategy and how you can find these in the future if you happen to spot these scam pump coins. So the playbook, let me first give you the original source that I saw for this new idea here. So the new crime scheme, from centralized exchanges, airdrop shitcoin to everyone with a lockup, make apes hedge the airdrop with shorts. So let's say you got this airdrop, but a part of that airdrop is locked, time locked far into the future. That's why you saw the market cap being 10 times lower than the fully diluted valuation. Now, then people, they want to essentially lock in some of the profits, and they take a short against their existing position, their lockup period. And what the centralized exchanges will then do is they will scam pump the shitcoin to liquidate everybody who is hedging the downside risk of the coin. And then after this scam pump, which can be 10x, can be 20x, can be 2x, any a number, as long as they get the hedgers out of the game, then they will dump it back, so the hedgers will not receive a fat airdrop. So this is how the centralized exchanges currently are playing the market. They get people these airdrops, and then they scam pump it, so they will liquidate everybody who is shorting the coin, and then they will allow the market to do its thing afterwards. And let me show you how big of a crime this actually is. Now, officially, this is not exactly crime because crypto is unregulated, but it is essentially stealing money from people. So here is their playbook. What you're currently looking at is two screenshots of the same asset at the same time on two different platforms, Bybit and PancakeSwap. So let me show you those. I took these screenshots at the same exact moment in time. On Bybit, the price of AIA on futures market was $15.3. And at the same exact time, this is a screenshot I took from 1inch, which is a decentralized exchange price aggregator, which is essentially trying to find you the best price on spot on DeFi. So on PancakeSwap, the price was $1 lower because 1inch is sourcing PancakeSwap for this trade. But anyway, the real price on the spot markets was $14.3. But here on Bybit, it was $15.3. So it was actually $1 higher on futures markets. And normally, in normal situations, when you have a price difference with the futures markets and the short market, where the futures price is higher, then according to Coinbase's database, the premium index or the funding rate, when the futures price is above the spot price, like we had in this case, then the premium index is positive, which means that the funding rate is also positive. But when we go back to the screenshot, I was looking at this live and it's absolutely disgusting. So let me show you. Here in the screenshot, do you see a positive funding rate or do you see a negative funding rate? The answer is you see a negative 2% funding rate on an hourly basis. So this means that if you are shorting AIA, like any sane person would be shorting when you see something like 700% gain in one day and there's absolutely no fundamentals for this coin and you understand the game they are playing. Well, if you are shorting this coin, well, you could get liquidated if the liquidation pump continues to go to the upside and to the upside and to the upside. And also, you are paying 2% of your principal as a fee every hour because the funding rate is negative. So this is a little bit annoying. So if you open a $1,000 short, then you are actually losing $20 per hour. That is a lot of money because after 10 hours, you already lost $200 from your principal. So what you're wanting for the asset to do is to crash quite quickly if you see something like this. So anyways, because the funding rate is negative, and even though it should be positive because the futures market price is higher to incentivize people to short it to keep the prices relative to the actual price on the spot markets. But that's not what happened here. So anyway, that's why the coin keeps pumping because the shorts get wrecked by the funding all the time. And also because the price keeps going higher, more people want to short, so they continue to push the prices higher to continue to liquidate the people who want to short this coin. So eventually, when the time is right and they cannot extract any more money from shorters, then they will flip the funding back to positive and rug everyone who is longing this shit. So they wrecked the people who are shorting the market and they also wrecked the people who are longing the market afterwards. This is the new scheme that the centralized exchanges are doing, or market makers. I don't exactly know who, and I just want to point out that it's not only Bybit who is doing this. I saw the same negative funding rate across other centralized exchanges as well. So it is coordinated. I don't exactly know who is behind this scam pump and dump scheme, but this is the new scheme on the market. And let me show you basically how you can find this. So the easiest way how you can find it is you go to your exchange account, and what you do here is you simply open up the coins and then you search which has had the highest 24-hour price change, and you typically just want to take a look at the last let's say 3 or 4, and that's it. And you scan these essentially every day and you take a look at these different assets. Here currently I have a short on this whatever esports coin is here. Currently the funding rate is not negative, so I'm feeling like they want to actually flip it and they want to crash this coin, so that's why I took a short here, as you can see. Now I'm only taking low risk plays here, which means that I'm not using large leverage. Actually, I only use $200 on this single trade here because I don't want to get liquidated if the price goes up about 100% or 50%, then I will already get stop loss here and I will get out of the market. But right now I'm just expecting this to crash to the downside because, as you can see from these lows of August 2025, this asset is up 400%. So when we go and take a look at what that coin actually is this esports, you can see the market cap is $60 million. And then you can see the fully diluted valuation is $350 million, which is again absolutely crazy. And the only thing you really need to do is take a look at the website. It's called Yoldo. I don't know, yoldo.gg. So absolutely obscure website. And when you come to this website here, first off, it's quite slow to launch. The largest GameFi platform on Linea. Linea is now the hot blockchain, but they have absolutely nothing. It's all vaporware, in my opinion. It doesn't seem like they have anything here. But the fully diluted valuation is so high that eventually there will be sell pressure when these unlocks hit the market. So there's no reason why this asset is pumping to the upside. That's why I took a short on this asset here. Now, again, if a lot of you are watching this video and you try to short this YOLDO, then they might actually want to pump the prices higher afterwards to liquidate us. So don't short this coin here. But that's essentially what you do is you simply go here, you scan whatever coins you have, what you see here. And then if you see something pumping crazy high and it doesn't make sense, then most likely gravity will do its thing and it will crash to the downside. Here you can see this coin called Party. You can see the funding rate is again negative. So they are currently still scam pumping it to the upside. So it's not ready to go down probably yet. So that's essentially the trick in the playbook, is to pump the scam coins here. There is low liquidity. There's nobody selling it anymore. It has been flatlined for a while for the asset, and then they inject some liquidity here and cause the people who are shorting it to lose their shorts and liquidate those. So only do this. If you do this, only do it after a scam pump. And if you do this, I also highly recommend for you guys to use absolute low leverage, because you might become one of those who get liquidated in your shorts. So it's a risky play for sure, but this is essentially the proof that this is actually working. You saw the D-Agent AI coin pump to $14 billion fully diluted valuation, and then to $20 billion at the height. And then you can see now the fully diluted valuation is still absolutely insane, $1.5 billion, which makes no sense at all. If you take a look at their white paper or their website, they have absolutely nothing here. Let me actually show you the white paper as well. When you come to this website, you see that they want you to stake their coin. So that's already a red flag that they only want your money. They have some texts here, but that's essentially it. And then let's see, more agents are coming. Alpha X, Meme Hunter coming soon. Let's take a look at the white paper here. White paper, by the way, when I was looking at this, let's see the tokenomics. When you take a look at the tokenomics, what's annoying here is when you take a look at who is getting the money, you can see 21% goes to investors, 80% to team, 20% ecosystem, 16.5% community, 0.8% only for liquidity, community airdrop 13.5%, staking rewards advisor 5%. So it's completely centralized launch, and the problem here is we don't even know what is the price that the investors got in on with this token here. So it's, at least I don't know how this works. And another issue with this tokenomics here is they don't tell us what is the actual cliff of the release schedule for this token. So here, this is supposedly the release schedule, and this is the only information about the release that I could find. So 1 year cliff followed by 3 year linear vesting. So what does that actually mean? Because there's no graph, there's no dates. It's just 1 year cliff followed by 3 year linear vesting. I have no idea what this means, because it's absolutely vague. Again, here, community airdrop released programmatically in phases over a 2-year period. Okay, so what are these phases, and how much are getting released today or tomorrow? We have no idea. So this is screaming red flags to me, in my opinion. So that's why I knew that this coin has absolutely no value. there's nothing backing this token, so I was comfortable to actually short this coin here after this scam pump. So that's essentially what I can give you guys for this video. Just to look out for these coins that have weird pumps, don't really make any sense. They don't really have fundamentals. They don't have actual product. It's just shenanigans from market makers or centralized exchanges, who knows who. But essentially, if you short this, then you can make some money, but also be careful not to get liquidated if you do something like this. Now, if you do want to try this out for yourself and you want to try to short this, you can use my affiliate links in the description. I have links for BitGet, I have links for Bybit, Binance, and some other ones as well. So anyway, that's it for the video. Hope you like this one, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks, and bye-bye.